Welcome back to Talking Money and Stuff with Bob. Let's take a look at how we did on our little covered call journey this week. Overall, pretty well. $102.26 from XDTE, $81.09 from QDTE, $55.52 from RDTE, $42.13 from YMAG, and $8.31 from YMAX. That comes to a whopping grand total of $289.31, not counting the $35 that I made, roughly, from Easterly Government Properties, which is still processing. Now, what to do with that money? Well, as I said last week, I like buying established blue chip stocks, particularly those dealing with agriculture. The theory here, something that my grandfather taught me, is that people have to eat. So while agricultural stocks may not be sexy, they may not be high flyers, they're steady, reliable dividend payers. And Archer Daniels Midland is a very good company. So as I said last week, I'm going to buy one more share of Archer Daniels Midland, which I've done. And the ex-div date on Archer Daniels Midland is, I believe, May 21st. What does that mean? I'm getting just a little bit more dividends off of this purchase. Not much, a few pennies, but every penny counts. I then took $100 and put that back into the covered call positions. I had planned to buy QDTE, but instead I bought YMAG. YMAG usually gets me about $5 to $8 a month in dividends, but this month it was a little over $13. So if indeed the economy is doing a little bit better, I'd like to get in on the Magnificent Seven at a slightly lower price. So yeah, I'll go ahead and purchase that. So $100 of YMAG. It also has an insanely high yield right now, so I kind of feel like I need to jump in there. Now, next week, I will put the money towards QDTE or XDTE and try to even things out a little bit. Long term, I like to add more bonds to this portfolio and try to add a little bit less risk. Right now, covered call ETFs, let's face it, there's a fair amount of risk in there. And I'm normally a fairly risk averse person. So, yeah, bonds, blue chip stocks, things like that, that's in the future. Now, Lando, the preferred stock from Gladstone Land Corporation, should be coming up on its monthly ex-div date as well. And when that money comes in, I'll likely reinvest that back into Lando if there's enough to buy a full share. If not, it'll simply go into my long-term government money market position and keep that growing. Now, let's take a look at the dividend view. As you can see, according to the projections, I'm on track to earn a nice whopping $8,329.48 as an estimated annual income. Now, that doesn't mean that that's what I'm going to make this year. That's a projection based on the current yields and the current rates of return. Trust me, I'm not going to make $8,000 on this account this year. Now, if everything stays the same, I should make at least $8,000 next year for next calendar year, but not for this year. I'll probably make about $5,000 this year, give or take, and then just, of course, keep reinvesting and try to build those positions. But being above $8,000 a year is pretty doggone nice. Remember, I have 5 years to empty out this account. So if I could make $8,000 a year for at least 4 years, that'll be $32,000 in addition to the 40-odd thousand that are already in there. And suddenly I'm well above 70,000 and looking pretty good. I could then take that money out, cash out completely, and pay taxes on it with very little worry. So thank you for tuning in. I'll have another video up next week and we'll see how I did. I'm going to start to add a little bit of commentary on the general economic situation, the impact of tariffs, things of that nature. But again, that's just my opinion. Your opinion on these things may vary, but as the time goes on, I'll start to add those things in. As always, remember that this is not considered investment advice. This is just something that I'm doing on my own. I'm just sharing my own personal journey here with investing in covered call ETFs. You should always do your own research and remember to consult a qualified and licensed financial planner. That probably is your absolute best bet. Never simply copy what a disembodied voice on YouTube is doing. You need to do your own research and you need to trust qualified financial planners. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.